What do you know about Beatrice Portinari? Well, if you're familiar with the Divine Comedy, then you probably know her as Dante Alighieri's muse, the woman who inspired some of the most beautiful poetry in the Italian language. But what was their relationship really like? How did these two fall in love? And is there anything we can learn from their eternal devotion to one another? Welcome back to our channel, where we bring you the craziest and weirdest facts from human history. Some of the things discussed in this video may be offensive or disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised. Dante met Beatrice when he was just 9 years old. He was attending a friend's birthday party in Florence when he first laid eyes on the 6-year-old Beatrice. According to Dante, it was love at first sight. He was so overcome with emotion at the mere sight of her that he fainted dead away. Yeah, that's right. This grown man just passed out because a little girl was at a party. Now, that's some commitment issues right there. After he came to his senses, Dante decided that he needed to get to know this mysterious girl. So he started attending all of the parties she went to, hoping that he would catch another glimpse of her. It wasn't long before the two were introduced, and Beatrice became interested in the young poet. They spent hours talking about poetry, philosophy, and religion. And it was during these conversations that Dante realized that he was in love with Beatrice. When Beatrice was 18, Dante was finally brave enough to confess his undying love for her. Luckily, Beatrice felt the same way about him, and they began dating. The two were inseparable and spent most of their time together, writing poetry and having passionate discussions about their faith. However, their relationship was not without its problems, because despite the fact that they loved each other very much, they couldn't actually get married. Why? Well, because Beatrice was already engaged to a man named Simon de Montefeltro. See, her family had arranged the marriage in order to secure an advantageous political alliance. Now, typically, an arranged marriage in medieval Italy meant that the bride and groom were given a choice in the matter. That is, they could choose to accept the match and live happily ever after, or they could refuse to cooperate and live separately, but still technically be man and wife. However, in Beatrice's case, she had no say in the matter at all. Her father had arranged the marriage without asking her consent and threatened to disallow her to marry Dante, even if she did break off her engagement to Simon. See, her dad was a powerful man in Florence, and he wanted his daughter to marry into a wealthy and influential family. So he made it clear that he would never approve of his daughter marrying a poor poet, no matter how much he loved her. Of course, Dante didn't take this lying down. He challenged Beatrice's father to a series of theological debates, which he won easily. But the old man was still not convinced. In fact, he was so angry at his daughter's rejection of Simon that he had her locked up in a tower. So Dante hatched a plan. He wrote a series of poems known as the New Life, which told the story of his love for Beatrice. The poems were an instant success, and soon the whole of Florence was talking about them. Everyone was moved by Dante's passionate verses, and they pressured Beatrice's father to allow her to marry him. Finally relented, but only on the condition that Beatrice and Dante would move to another city. And so they did. Beatrice and Dante's love story is truly an epic one. Their devotion to one another is unparalleled, and their story has inspired countless works of art throughout the centuries. Whether you believe in soulmates or not, there's no denying that these two were madly in love with each other. If you ask me, their story is the stuff that fairy tales are made of. Thank you for watching. If you like Love Story, we will upload every Tuesday. Don't forget to leave a like, share, and subscribe for more content. See you next time.